Hi, my name is Jen. Thanks for joining me today. Today's going to be a full body beginner flow. We're going to need our Pilates ball with our long box. We are also going to be starting on 2 reds and a blue for leg work, and then we're going to go into some single leg work from there. So headrest can be adjusted, have your straps hooked up, and once you have all your equipment, I'll meet you on the reformer. All right, once you find yourself settled on that carriage, you're going to take that ball. That ball is going to come in between your knees. Your heels are going to be on that bar. From here, go ahead, relax those shoulders, bring them down on that carriage mat, draw those abs in, knit them into your ribs down towards your spine. And then from here, take a big deep inhale. On that exhale, I want you to push yourself all the way out and resist yourself in. So again, we're on 2 reds and a blue. That's 2 heavies and a medium here, going a little bit lighter in footwork because we will be going into single leg. Gentle squeeze on that ball every time you extend yourself out. Feeling those inner thighs turn on. We'll go for 4 and 3. On this last one, come down, sit in that chair. Let's do little pulses here. 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Extend that carriage all the way out. Bring that carriage all the way in. Go ahead, slide the balls of your feet down to where your heels were. You're going to lift those heels ever so slightly. Take an inhale here. Exhale, extend that carriage out and resist it in. Think about your heels, that they're lifted equally between both heels. Gently squeezing into that ball, trying not to pop at those ribs. Last 4 here. On this next one, when your legs come straight, I want you to hold it there. From here, we're going to drop those heels underneath the foot bar and lift. So just going into some calf raises here, dropping those heels all the way under and lifting them up. Last 4. For 2. On that last one, when those heels are lifted, slowly bend those knees, bring that carriage all the way in. We're going to take that ball out from between our knees, and now we're going to place it behind our left knee. Right heel is coming to the bar. Draw those abs in, shoulders back and down, single leg press, extend it out, resist it in. So really feeling that elongation through that leg, that's working, stabilizing the other side of your body by squeezing that heel towards that glute. Last 4. On this next one, I want you to come halfway in, sit in that chair. We're going to isometrically hold as we bring the leg out to the side, squeeze that ball, bring it back to center. So your carriage is isometrically held away from the bumper. You're moving your left thigh out to the side and bringing it in while stabilizing through the isometric hold on the other side. For 4, 3, for 2, last one, bring that leg to center, extend that carriage all the way out, and bring it all the way in. Slide that foot down to the ball of the foot. Make sure all 10 toes are picking up real estate. Adjust that ball, squeeze that heel towards the glute. Single leg press, extend it out, resist it in. Watch that heel, you're keeping it lifted in space, working through that front line of your body, challenging that quad as you resist that carriage in. For 4, 3, 2, on this last one, we're going to come in again, challenge that hold, lift that heel. Now from here, squeeze that ball, just squeeze the ball, isometric squeeze, squeeze the ball towards your glute, you're holding the carriage away. We're just holding isometric, draw those abs in, relax those shoulders for 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that carriage all the way out and bring it all the way in. Take that leg, take that ball from underneath that left leg, extend that right leg long since that was your stabilizing and working leg. From here, we're going to take that ball underneath our right leg, shoulders are back and down, left heel is on that bar. From here, squeeze that heel towards your glute. You're going to go in for a single leg press and resist it in. So again, just squeezing that ball, stabilizing one side of your body as you're moving through the left side. I exhale when I push out, inhale when I come in, but remember how you breathe. It's a tool, not a rule. We'll do 2 more here. Next time you come in, you're going to come in halfway. Keep that bumper away, keep that carriage away from the bumper. You're going to extend that right hip out to the side and squeeze it in. So trying to keep those hips planted onto that mat, stabilizing through your left side as you bring that right hip bone out to the side and resist it up. Last 2. Bring it up to center. From here, extend that leg all the way out and resist it all the way back in. We're going to slide down to the ball of the foot of the left foot. Let all 10 toes pick up real estate. Lift that heel ever so lightly. And from here, you're going to extend that carriage out and resist it in. Let's go for 3 more here, keeping those abs drawn in for 2. On this last one, you're going to bring yourself halfway in, isometric hold, take that heel, squeeze it towards your glute. Just hold isometrically, squeeze, make that energy come towards that heel, squeezing towards that glute for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that carriage all the way out and resist it all the way home. You can take that ball out. Go ahead, drop your knees from side to side. From here, if your headrest is up, please go ahead and knock it down. We're going to take that ball. It's coming in between our inner thighs, coming into our bridging here. From here, when you're ready, your heels are on that bar. Arms are reaching long behind you. We're going to tilt that pelvis towards our nose, articulate ourselves up, squeezing that ball, finding that line from your hips to your shoulders. And from here, take a big inhale at the top and slowly roll yourself on down. Finding that neutral spine, tuck that pelvis back towards your nose, roll yourself on up. and bring it down. Just take moments rolling through that spine, creating space every time you push each vertebrae onto that carriage mat. Tilt that pelvis and roll that spine up. Last two. On this last one, you're going to roll yourself all the way up. Keep yourself up at the top. From here, you're going to squeeze that ball. Squeeze. Just squeeze the ball. We're just little isometric squeezes, activating those inner thighs. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that squeeze on the ball. Can you lift those hips lower and lift? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it on up. Squeeze that ball 8 more times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift those hips if they've fallen. And from here, slowly articulate yourself down, one vertebrae at a time. Take the ball out, bring your knees towards your chest, and you can slowly rock it on out here. From here, we're going to take our right foot, put it down on our platform. I do have my platform extender on. If you do not have your platform, if you don't have a platform extender, just put your foot onto the platform. That ball is coming back in between the left, behind the left knee. Now we are going into single leg bridges with a straight back. So from here, leg is on the platform. You're going to push that heel into the platform, lift it up. Again, drop the hips down, straight back hinge, and lift. So going into single leg bridges, working that right glute, dropping it down, trying to touch the mat, squeeze as you lift. Squeeze that glute all the way at the top. Try to open through that hip. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Hinge it all the way down. Take that ball out from the right side. Drop the left leg. Bring the right leg to table. Put the ball on the right side. Switching to the other side. Arms are long, abs are drawn in. Engage that heel. From here, lift and squeeze. Straight bridge. Tap down and lift. Really squeeze that glute as you come down and lift. Squeezing the ball with the right leg, stabilizing that right side. 3, for 2, and last one. Hinge yourself all the way down. Take that ball on out. Go ahead, bring your knees towards your chest. And then we are going to pop up and take a spring off of our carriage. So we are coming down to one red spring only, so that is one heavy spring. We are going to be taking off the red and the blue. Once you lie down, you're going to go ahead, you're going to grab your strap. I'm going to start with my left arm. Actually, that's my right arm. So I'm going to start with my right arm. I'm going to take that ball, I'm going to pop it underneath my tailbone. So make sure your head is down here, headrest is flat. From here, that ball is going to be underneath your tailbone. You're going to lift your legs to tabletop, squeeze those legs together. Long loop or short loop, choice is yours. We're going in for a single arm press. So you can ground yourself with your unstrapped hand, put it down by your side. You're coming into a straight arm press, you're lowering and lifting. You're stabilizing on that ball, keeping those abs drawn in. Your shin should be parallel to the ceiling. If you feel good here, this is layer 1. If you want it a little more difficult, you can lift half of your arm up. If you want more, you remove your point of contact, and the only point of contact on this carriage you have are your shoulders. We're going for 4 more here. Keep those abs drawn in to help stabilize that body. Next time the arm is long, by your side, you're going to hold it there. From here, we're coming in for our tricep press and resist it back. So again, you can release the arm. Both hands can move at the same time. You pick your level that you want to be at today. Last 3. Next time that arm comes long, hold it there. Flip the palm towards your hips. From here, open up that one arm out to a T and resist it back. Now a little bit harder here when you move that arm out to the side, especially when you take all of your points of contact off of the carriage. You really have to stabilize. You have to squeeze those abs and ribs together. That core is active. Last 3. For 2. And last 1. Bring that arm back up to the cloud. You can slowly find your foot bar, and let's hang that strap on up. Coming over, switching straps. Now I'm coming to my left side. Short loop is in my hand, just readjusting. From here, once you're ready, legs come up into that tabletop position. Stabilize first. It's a different side of your body. So when you're ready, press it down and resist it up. I just need to readjust my ball here. There we go. So really squeezing those ab muscles here, knitting everything together. That corset is tight. So just basic moves here, still beginner level class, just working to use everything unilaterally and learning to stabilize through your body. Last 2. Next time that arm is long, hold it there. From here, we're coming into that tricep press. Remember that following hands can be stabilizing on the carriage, can be lifted up to just your elbows on the carriage, or you can mimic both sides, reducing your points of contact. Last 3. Next time those arms are long, hold it there. From here, we're coming out to the T. So I'm going to stabilize with my hand first to see how this side feels. Then once I feel okay, I'll release points of contact. Last 3. Next time your arm comes out to the side, squeeze it to the midline one more time, float it up to the clouds. Let your feet find that foot bar. You can go ahead, hang that strap on up. And from here, you're just going to go ahead, take that ball on out, lay your bottom down. And let's go ahead, just pop that ball into those knees, grab your pegs or your shoulder blocks behind you, and from here just drop your knees towards the left to give yourself a spine twist. Trying to keep the opposite shoulder down, bring it up to center, and drop it towards the right. Bring it up to center, just working on your mobility here, not really ab work, just stretching from side to side. Last one to each side. Next time you come to center, go ahead, bring those feet down to the foot bar, and you can go ahead and take that ball on out. From here, we are slowly going to be coming up on our carriage. We're going to make a spring change. We're going to take that heavy red spring and take it off, and we are going to be adding a medium spring, so a blue spring. I am going to be taking my ball, and then from here, I am going to be coming up onto my carriage. Now, from here, I am using my platform. If you do not have a platform, a platform extended, just use your platform. You should be fine here. So from here, I'm going to take that ball and I am going to stick it in between my knees. Now, you're finding yourself in a 4-point stance here, tabletop position. You're going to draw these abs in. Now, if you find that this carriage is too light, add a red spring on, take the blue off. It adds a little support. We are coming into some modified planks. So what I want you to do is squeeze that ball, stabilizing through your body. Draw these abs in. Your shoulders are over your wrist. From here, I want you to bring your pelvis down, find that straight line to that modified plank, and tuck it in. Again, squeeze the ball, push it out, find that modified plank, and bring it in. So keeping those wrists underneath those shoulders. Take a look at your hands. Make sure your hands are wide open, pushing flat through those fingers, evenly distributing the weight between the palms. We're going for 3 more here. Keep those abs drawn in. Last 2. On this last one, I want you to hold that modified plank. Now from here, we're moving from the arms. You're going to push it back and resist it in, back over the shoulders. So push it out away from you. Resist it and keep squeezing into that ball. That's stabilizing your lower body, keeping it quiet. We have 4 more here. For 3. Remember, your gaze is over the 2. On this last one, hold it out. We're going to hold. Just hold. Keep those abs drawn in. The shakes are starting. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in for a moment. Sit back into child's pose and roll those wrists. So we're working on building up the stamina in our wrist here in this 4-point stance. So finishing our last set, opening up those palms, coming back to that platform, squeezing that ball between your thighs. We're going to add both of those combinations together so your arms are over your shoulders. From here, squeeze the ball coming into that modified plank. Now from here, extend yourself out. Pull yourself back up over your shoulders and bend your knees in. Find that modified plank. Hold. Extend yourself out. Pull back in over your shoulders and bring it in. So working on shoulder stability here and core stability. So you're in your core, you're stable here. Now you're going to be stable from the shoulders. As you move yourself out, pull yourself back in, up over your shoulders, bend your knees, bring your hips in. We have 4 more. Last 3. For 2. And this will be your last one here. Push it all the way out and come all the way in. Sit back on those shins. Give your wrist a rest. And from here you can slowly come up and just reach those hands behind you, relaxing those shoulders. All right, we are going to stay on that one blue spring here. And from here, we are going to be grabbing our strap. I am grabbing my right strap on my right side. You can grab whatever strap you want. I'm keeping the ball in between my knees. And from here, I am coming to a high kneel. Now, this ball between our knees is going to help us with this high kneel. You can have the long loop or the short loop. This is a blue spring, so I am going to do the short loop here to see how much I can do. All right, so sitting up nice and tall, draw those abs in, tuck that pelvis ever so slightly. Elbow is by your side. From here, we're coming into that offering and resist it in. So again, you're just moving your shoulders, you're squeezing that ball in between your thighs to help stabilize your body. Abs are drawn in, shoulders are relaxed and away from your ears. For 4, 3, last 2. Next time your arms are out, hold them out. I want you to flip the palms. We're coming in for a chest press. Bring it out and press it away. So single arm chest press. If you can't move the unstrapped arm, keep it at your hip to help stabilize you. So when we become more advanced, this is where I like to add hand weights. Last 2. One more here. When that arm comes in, you can slowly let that strap go, and you can sit back down, and you can hang that long loop up. Let's go ahead, grab that strap onto the left side. So using that ball to help stabilize on our high knees, drawing those abs in, you're going to tuck that pelvis coming in for that offering. Hands can be on your hip, can be following, tracing the arm with you. The choice is yours. I am going to try to use my short loop on my left side. So we'll see how it goes. Really squeezing that ball, keeping that pelvis tucked, keeping those abs drawn in. Only thing that's moving here are your arms and your shoulders. Last 2. Last one here. When your arms are long, hold it there, flip the palms. We're coming in for a chest press. Resist it out. I'm try not to pop at the chest. I am trying, but the short loop is heavy for me on my left side. Last 3. Last one here. And bring it in. You can slowly sit that bottom down, and you can hang that strap on up. When you are ready, we are going to be coming up, taking that ball out between our legs. We are going to be changing our spring to taking that medium spring off, adding that heavy spring on. We're going to come up off our carriage. And from here, I'm going to be grabbing my long box, putting it on to my carriage this way. And then from here, we don't need the ball here, so you can go ahead, put the ball down. You're going to go ahead, lie down on your carriage, and you are going to face your foot bar. Now from here, we're going to bring our elbows wide. All hands are on the same side of the foot bar. We're going to find our shoulders back and down. We want the box right at the beginning of our rib cage, underneath about where our bra line is, or your sports bra. Your pelvis is pushing into that box. Now from here, I want your elbows to go wide. We're going to squeeze those legs, point those toes, push that pelvis into the box, relax the shoulders back and down, and from here you're going to press your arms away, find that length behind you, and bring it in. So just a single red spring here, light carriage. Usually do double arms, sometimes on a red and a yellow, red and a blue, depending. So just really finding that length out of those arms, stabilizing your lower body here. Last 4. On this next one, when those arms are long, hold it there. From here, I want you to reach your left arm up off the foot bar. Reach it long out of the shoulder blade. Place it down. Can you reach the right arm long? Reach it long out of the shoulders. And press it down. This time we're going to reach the left arm long, raise the right leg, push away, reach, and bring it down. Left arm, left leg. Reach, push off that foot bar, reach, and place it down. Opposite. For 4. Switch, 3. Switch, 2. Switch, last one. Slowly come all the way in. Beautiful. Go ahead, put your hands down on that platform for a moment. Excellent. From here, we're slowly going to come up to our knees on this box. Now our hands are coming onto the foot bar. We did this before with our feet down on the platform. Now we're up a little higher. We're in that tabletop stance. We have a little more support here. From here, I want you to push that box away, come into that modified plank, and pull it in. Again, come out, push it into that modified plank, and push it in. Last 2. On this last one, hold it out. The movement's coming from the arms. Push it away and pull it in. 7 more. Abs drawn in. Just go as far as you can control it. Last 3. For 2. And last 1. Slowly come all the way in. Bring those knees in. And you can go ahead, come down into child's pose, pull, if your foot bar locks, Go ahead, give yourself a traction pull. All right, from here, we're gonna come up. We're gonna change our red spring to a blue spring. So I'm putting my blue spring back on. And from here, I'm just gonna go ahead and have a seat on my box and face my tower. Now, we are using a light blue spring here. So carriage is a little slippery, that's okay. Carriage is a little loose. I want you to go ahead, I want you to take your straps and you are going to thread them up over your knees. Use the long loop, short loops, whichever one you want to use. Just make sure the hardware is on the outsides of your legs. Now from here, you're going to slide your bottom back and you're going to go ahead and lay yourself over the box. Now what I want you to be mindful of, the more your shoulders are off the box, the more you have to support yourself. The more your shoulders are on the box, the less you have to support yourself. So you choose where you want to come on the box and how you feel today. You're going to take your hands, you're going to thread them behind your head. Now you're going to push your head into those palms. Chin is tucked towards your chest. From here, I'm going to start with my left leg coming into tabletop. Now my right leg is going to stay down. So first thing we're going to do here is elbows are wide, head is pressing down. We're just going to move the knee in closer towards our chest and then extend the leg. So pull the knee in and extend. Keep that chin slightly tucked towards your chest, keeping that little bit of a tuck to support that neck, and that head is resting in those hands. So just extending the leg out and pulling it in. Last two. Last one here. Next time that knee is bent in, I want you to hold it here. Now keep those elbows wide. I want you to come up and over towards that knee and bring it back down. Again, come up over towards that knee and bring it down. So you're trying to bring the armpit to the knee, not the elbow. Keep the elbows wide, coming into those obliques. The carriage is not moving. Last bit of core work before we go into single leg, feet and straps with the ball. For 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Bring those hands back down, that head back down into those hands. Bring that right foot back onto the headrest. Now, bring the other left leg up, my right leg, sorry, to tabletop. You're going to extend that leg long and pull it in. Extend it long and pull it in. Upper body is not moving. You're just keeping that chin tucked towards your chest, doing single leg extensions. Last 2. Next time that knee comes in towards that tabletop position, hold it there. Push that head back in those arms. Keep those elbows wide. Tuck that chin, curl up and bring that left elbow to that right knee and bring it down. Curl it up. Going deep into that oblique. Last 4. For 2. And last 1. Slowly bring that head on down. You can place that foot on to the headrest. Go ahead, allow your head to come over that box if you like that extension. You can relax those arms out to the side. And then once you're ready, you can slowly come up onto that carriage. You can unthread those legs from those straps. We are going to be done with our box, so you can take your box, you can put it down. You are going to be changing that 1 medium spring to 1 heavy spring. So taking off the medium spring, I am going to be grabbing my headrest. And go ahead and make sure that your pegs are hung up. find your ball. And then from here, you're going to go ahead and you're going to lie yourself down. Now, I am going to be taking my right foot, putting it into the long loop first. So my right foot is going into the long loop. My left leg is coming into tabletop. Now that ball is coming in behind my left leg in tabletop, just like how we started with single leg work. So from here, that right leg is in the strap. You're going to lower and lift that right leg. So trying to stabilize one side of your body while you're moving the other. Now, if you feel good here and you want to layer this move on, next time you press your leg up towards the clouds, the foot with the ball can come down into the well. So you're alternating your legs, half scissor. Last 4. Next time that tabletop leg comes to the center, hold it there. Left leg comes down towards the foot bar. Now I want you to bring it out to the side, stabilize, bring it up to the clouds. Press it down towards the foot bar. Come for that single leg circle, bring it up and around. You're stabilizing, squeezing that ball on the left side of your body to try to stabilize those hips as you bring that leg out and around. Reduce your point of contacts from your arms if you want it a little more difficult. Last 2. Next time that leg comes up to the clouds, hold it there. You're going to go 5 in the other direction. So bring it out and around. Now watch your stability here. Doesn't have to be quite as big. Keep those hips stable. Work to your body. Last 2. Next time that leg comes up towards the clouds, hold it there. You can take that ball out from between that knee. Now I want you to take that ball. You're going to place it between both ankles. One leg is strapped, one leg isn't. From here, straight leg press. Last 2. Next time those feet come to 45, hold it there. Now from here, I want you to rotate the ball between the knee ankles. Try not to lose the ball. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Bring those knees in. You can take that ball out. Unstrapped foot to the foot bar. And you can take that foot out of the strap. Let's go ahead, bring the other strap to the left foot. Ball is coming underneath my right knee. Right leg is staying to tabletop. From here, straight leg press. So think about stabilizing through the one side of your body while just moving that limb on the other, controlling it. Last 2. Next time that foot comes down to 45, you're going to bring it out and around. Watch your circles. Each side is different. Stabilize, squeeze that ball towards the glute as you bring that hip out and around. Use the other arm to help stabilize it if you need it. Last two. Next time that foot comes up to the clouds, you're going to hold it there. Reverse those circles. So bring it out, push it away from you, and up towards the clouds. Last three. Next time that foot comes up, you're going to hold it there. You're going to take that ball. It's now coming in between both ankles. From here, straight leg press, feel your bearings. You're squeezing that ball between your ankles, between. Last three. Next time those legs come to 45, hold it there. Squeeze, rotate the ankles, holding the ball. One leg's coming on top of the other. Squeeze the ball through those feet. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those legs back to center, and you can bend those knees on in. Excellent. You can bring that foot towards the foot bar, extend that leg, take that foot bar, that foot strap off, and you can hang it on up. From here, finishing up this class with a little bit of a lunge stretch, we're going to come up with our knees onto the carriage, keeping that red spring right where it is. I want you to go ahead, find either your right or left foot, come into, bring that foot onto the platform. You can take your other foot and tuck it underneath your shoulder block. Now from here, I want you to tilt that pelvis under, and I want you to really come into a lunge stretch here. Really leaning forward, opening up that hip flexor. Excellent. Let's bring that knee on down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring that my left leg to the platform. My toe is going to be tucked under the shoulder block. From here, I'm going to extend that hip flexor forward. I just dropped my ball, tilt that pelvis. Use the bar in front of you to really push into it if you choose. And then from here, you can slowly bring that carriage on in. You can bring that knee onto the carriage, and you can slowly come down onto your bottom. I hope you enjoyed this class today. Thank you for joining me. And like always, until next time, please comment and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.